Welcome to Whachacha's Tabletop World, a channel devoted to the love of board gaming. My name is Sweetness Whachacha, and today is a playthrough of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. expansion. We're going to be doing the one of the precons and taking it up against the first villain, the Black Widow. Okay, so we're going up against the Black Widow. This is Yelena Bolovich. I think that's how I pronounce her name. She's the newer of the Black Widows in the MCU universe, and pretty exciting because we're going to get the Thunderbolts in then 2, maybe 3 weeks. I'm pretty excited about that. A lot of Marvel movies this year. Pretty exciting. So we're taking Maria Hill up against the Black Widow. She doesn't have a lot of like super interesting decisions. She's very satisfying thematically to play though, because you have all the, the helicarriers, in the air behind you, and you're moving, resources around. So she's very powerful, and she's just, sometimes it's fun to play that. We are playing this on standard because it is the precon. Hopefully that'll if you just pick up this product, or just kind of curious about not having to have a lot of extra stuff, how the decks play and stuff, well, this is the precon. I don't know, hopefully that's useful to people. I've done that a couple times now. Okay, so Widow's Web. So first of all, we're supposed to put a minion, search for a minion and put into play with us. I have done that because this one has Surge. You're just going to see him anyway, so I decided to put the AIM Scientist in play. And then if we get to 10, we lose here. That's the limit here. There's no other special information here other than the fact that this is her stage number, so it's just 1 at the moment. She has a force interrupt. When you go to attack her, you will remove a threat, and then you will flip the top card of the encounter deck. If it's a preparation, you'll have to reveal that. So you're getting extra encounter cards if you don't have all the threat removed. However, the workaround for that is that we're probably going to be shooting her from orbit, launching missiles down on her from our helicarriers. So those are not attacks. They're just considered actions. I would wonder if you were getting hit by missiles, you might consider those to be getting attacked. So semantics, I guess, are important. So let's look down here and take a look here. And first of all, I should shuffle this up a little bit. Let's just give it a couple quick shuffles, and we'll shuffle my deck, and we'll start to play here. I don't remember if I said or not, but I recorded a lot of videos today, so I don't remember when I've said and when I haven't, but that cough was perfectly timed because I am feeling a little under the weather. So I apologize if I need to have a little coughing fit or something. Hopefully I'm on the end of that. Okay, so Maria Hill, you can exhaust her to pull a helicarrier out, or excuse me, a shield support out, which usually is a helicarrier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to draw our opening hand here. I've got my hit points all set there. I think everything else is ready to go here. Okay, the Hard Call, that's one of the greatest cards I love thematically. Special funding is nice to see. It's not so great to see this Shield Director, because that's a really valuable card, and I'm going to have to throw it away. Okay, so in my opening hand, though, I've got the Pericles, which is really the best one. I was kind of not going to take that because it's, it's like almost too good, but I guess if you want to see how the deck works and stuff, we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to keep this whole opening hand. Normally, you would mulligan, always take advantage of mulligan of Marvel Champions, but with Maria Hill, you don't really want to do that because, well, you don't want to have a lot of the helicarriers to end up in the discard, because her ability allows you to search for a support, but not out of the discard. So I'm reluctant always to take a mulligan just in case you get some of the helicarriers you want to see, and then you can't play anything. The other thing is you kind of want to stay in Alter Ego because you want that 6 hand size, and you want to be able to search, so you don't want to end the turn with 5 cards, because then you can't play one of these at magic numbers. So it's a riskier game because if you get an advance, you'll lose. So that's something to think about. Okay, I hate to see this go, but I'm going to have to let it go. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go get one of these command teams, which is actually pretty useless in this deck, other than to kind of farm tokens off of. From her other side, she can move a token once per round, so you can use these command teams to sort of feed the better ships. There's not a lot of good allies in this particular deck. Okay, so we're actually going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play the Pericles. This will allow you the special funding to put an extra all-purpose counter. So this, instead of coming in with 2, it's going to come in with 3. And we're going to do one of these. I just got these in. I used to use these little red tokens to mark them in my previous plays, but I don't, and I'm going to hang on to that for next turn. So I just got these in the mail. I just ordered from Buy the Same Tokens, so I'm kind of excited to see how these work out. Okay, so we're going to use the Pericles. We're going to exhaust it, get rid of one of these, and that's going to put a status card on a minion and the villain. So I'm going to put a confused on her, and I'm going to put, doesn't really matter, once it's stunned or confused, it's vulnerable, so that's going to lose league play. So pretty nice little start here. I'm just going to end my turn there. Ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Just looking really quickly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will allow me to hang on to the Shield Director and play another Herald Carrier, which is probably what I'm going to do. Okay, let's take a look here. This is going to get 1. She's going to lose Confused, and we're going to get our encounter card. The Villain Schemes. Well, that probably would have killed us had we not had the Pericles here. No boost. Well, that's nice. So it's just going to go 2. That's going to bring us up to 5. A little scary, the amount of threat here, but okay, so I think what we're going to do is the same exact thing we did last time. I hate to hang on to cards, but this is just too good. So we're going to go and we're going to look for what? The Iliad, probably. This is in her regular kit. And I feel that it's very good because I like to be able to remove threat or do damage. I like the flexibility. It kind of lets you do just about anything. So we're going to play this out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I had to exhaust her to go find the Iliad. And this has a special funding as well. So that's going to give us 4 counters. We're going to use it immediately, though. Exhaust it immediately, because we want to take this down to 1 threat. Keep us alive. Okay, these are out. I'm going to hang on to this again because it is just too good. Luckily, we got those special fundings. Very, very valuable. Okay, so we're going to... I could do this as well. Let's do that. I've seen in advance, so I kind of maybe should wait until I get a minion to use this. That might be crazy, but we're going to try that. Okay, so we're going to ready up. I'm not going to use that ability. Try to get a little more mileage out of it later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, all points Volton, very powerful card. Reinforcement's really good as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might, on the next turn, actually, depending on how it goes, try to drop that and maybe drop one of these for a, just to sort of be able to get some more tokens on them and then maybe use that as well instead of going and getting one of the major ships. But we'll see what I draw and see what happens, or what the encounter card is here. Okay, this is going to go up to 2. She's going to scheme. Hopefully this isn't a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes. We might, if we get in advance now, again, we've seen 1. What are the odds? I say as the worst possible thing to say. And here's our encounter card. Okay. Destroy evidence. Hinder 2, so it's going to come in with 4. This could be easily be cleared by the Iliad, by the way. Crisis Icon. Each other encounter card gains Insight 1. Okay, so Crisis Icon, we're pretty golden because the Iliad this is a action again, not a thwarting action. Not thwarting. You can't thwart with a. So it kind of gets around that. She is so unbelievably good. Okay, so. Scary, right? Okay, so I think what we'll do is we're going to play this, right? And then, actually, this could go behind her. I kind of like to lay her out in a different way. And then I think I'll probably play this. Yeah, I think it's, I think I'm going to have to flip up. So let's do that. And then we're going to flip up. And I'm going to use the Iliad here. Oh, I forgot to put command tokens on this. Okay. Use this Iliad to get rid of 4 threat. So we're going to just remove that. And then we're going to use the her ability to move one of these over here. And we're going to use... oops, that's a stun card. we're going to use the shield director to add a token to the Iliad. And then I guess we might as well use this to, and this might seem crazy, but I'm going to use the Pericles to give her a confused token. That might seem odd to you, but I don't mind taking a hit because I'm going to get, I'm going to be an alter ego mostly, but an advance is what will kill me. So I'm going to use her ability to take this down to 4. Excuse me, to 4. I'm going to thwart down to 4. The only part of this that's not good is that I'm going to get, I'm not going to be able to play another one of my carriers here. So let's ready up here. Oops, I didn't even use that, so I don't know what I did that for. This is just a farm to keep these tokens going here, and it's only 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only getting 5, as I said, it's kind of bad. Okay, well now we've got the Douglas. Pretty useful, but not that useful right now. One nice thing is, though, I could probably play this all points bulletin, which is really, really useful. And I can hang on to this and I can flip down. So I kind of like that plan. But let's see what happens. Okay, this is going to go up to 5. She's going to attack. I'm just going to take it. So that's 1, 2, not bad. And here's my encounter card. The villain schemes, look at that. Very nice. So she's going to lose the confused. So that was a great, great little plan I had there, because that's the thing that could lose it. I'm really kind of, I don't want to look at this now because that'll be cheating, but I'm going to leave it askew like this because I'd love to know what the boost is on it to see if that would have, well, I guess if it was 3, we would have lost. So we'll try to remember that when we get to the villain phase. Okay, so I cannot play this right now. I do really want to play this. So I wonder if I should do, Now the other thing is I can exhaust these up to 3 shield supports in order to get more, and I can also exhaust her as well. Okay, well I think this is going to be useful to exhaust the Iliad, get rid of one of my tokens to bring this down to 1. Okay, and I'm going to use this command team. I'm going to take 1 away to add 1 here. And I'm going to use this to pop another 1 onto here. I can exhaust this to give myself a second resource. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go get another support. How many command teams are in my discard? Just 1. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do actually. I've used this, this one. Okay, so, because this is, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to flip down. I'm going to look for another support, which is going to be a command team. Okay. And then I'm going to use this organizational support, and I'm going to exhaust this. So that's 1. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will allow me to put in the Douglas, which is going to come in with 3 counters. We're building our force up here. Okay, so this is all done. Okay, and that's everything. Okay, I'm actually going to use this since I can continually use this. Really pretty broken. I'm going to give her a confused. So, I mean, even if you remove this, I think she's still really, really strong. The Pericles really kind of breaks her. And in fact, if I hadn't had that in my opening hand, I might have just played it in general, or avoided playing it so soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got an ally, couple of these. So I normally don't get much use out of the Circe because there aren't a lot of great allies in this. And I don't think we're going to be able to use it now anyway because I'd have to spend Nick Fury. I do have Dum Dum Dugan, however, unless I already played him or saw him. I didn't play him. All right, let's see what comes. She's going to go up to 2. She's going to lose her confused. Oops. Where did I? Oh, yeah. And Okay, so we wouldn't have lost the game. But this will be my encounter card. When revealed, tuck the ally you control with the most remaining hit points under Abduct Superhumans. Otherwise, place 2 threat, under... Huh. You know, is this... I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do. I'm going to look through this because I wonder if that's a setup effect and I made a mistake. Or if that's just something... Okay, no, it's a normal side scheme. So, okay, so the otherwise place 2 threat on Abduct Superhumans. If it's not in play, find it and put it into play. Wow, I should have read that before I looked through all that. Excuse me. So, put it into play. The surge will not come into effect, but haha, joke's on you. I've got the Douglas, which is gonna knock that thing out. So it's just 2 per player. Okay, so. That's fine. Okay, so now it's my turn. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this might be useful as well, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go get another support. I don't know if I have one, but let's take a look. Shield support. I don't have another one, so I exhausted for nothing. I could have, if I remembered that. What? Okay. Okay, so I can't actually play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So instead, let me get set up. I could play Nick Fury. Excuse me. I could put this into play. Let's do... Victoria Hand is not that great. So we're going to use her to put in Support Staff, which is going to come in with 3 counters. And that's just going to generate some resources for us. Right? And one of these guys. And then we're going to put... We're going to actually use that, and we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this is such a good one. I hate to get rid of it, but we're going to shuffle up soon. Let's put Nick Fury in just to do something else, just to do something different. And we will use the Douglas and remove one of those. That's going to get rid of 2 threat from each scheme, ignoring a crisis icon. So those 2 are going to go off. This is going to leave. When defeated, put each ally tucked under hero play under the owner's control. Don't care about that. We don't have any allies. Okay, now Nick Fury is on the board here. So we're gonna exhaust this, and we're gonna stick another one of those on there. I do want to get this back into the play, so let's. Should I flip up? Don't really need to. Yeah, I guess we can start maybe doing some damage here. Yeah, so we'll use this, Pericles. We'll pop a, well, maybe actually what we'll do is we'll do stunned, and then we'll flip up with the intention of moving one of these. So let's move this to the Pericles. That will go out of place so it gets back into the reshuffle. And then we'll use the Iliad. That'll hit her for 5 damage. All right, that's good. Maybe we'll use Nick Fury. When he uses the basic power, you place another counter on. So let's do this. And then we'll use... Did I exhaust that? I guess I must have. And he'll do 2 damage to this guy. Okay. Although this has got 0 on it. So I think instead we'll knock 2 off of here. Because your force interrupt is you remove a threat from the main scheme, ignoring it. So since we don't have any threat on there, we're in good shape. Okay, so I think we'll ready up. Excuse me. And you can see I'm nearing the invincible moment here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the only downside there, but not too bad, because probably what I'll do is maybe I can use this resource and pop her in and put the front organization into play to protect me a little bit. Or I can play Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We'll see. Okay, so this is going to get 1. They're both going to lose their stuns, and we're going to get our encounter card. When revealed, you are confused Black Widow schemes. Okay, Well, I don't really care about that. Confuses don't really make any difference to me. And then she's going to scheme. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, now I'm going to... That's got a lot of thread on there, but we can... We'll use this to give the Iliad one and just remove it right away to get rid of 4 threat from a scheme. Nick Fury is going to exhaust and deal 2 damage here. He's going to use his basic power, and then we're going to stick 1 on the Pericles. And, yeah, I guess we're gonna, I know I don't have any more in here, but I do like to draw cards. Let's put the Frontic organization in. I like to put it up front so it's protecting us there. And I think I'll play Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. actually. Or I can play Melinda May. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll get rid of one of those. In fact, I'd really like to get that into the reshuffle, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm not going to take that back. It's not really that big of a deal. Okay, so she's going to take a damage. She's going to kill him. And when she does, you can look at the top card of the encounter deck. I'm going to discard that card. Okay, so this is 2. Now, you are stunned, take 1 damage. So I actually kind of want this as an encounter card because it's not that bad. I don't really care about getting stunned and stuff. So let's we're going to exhaust this. We're going to give her a confused, and then we're going to, you know what, I'm going to get rid of this as well, and then I'll flip down, and everything else is looking fine. It's a little bit of a bummer that I'm not going to get this and maybe Nick Fury back in, but I don't really, it's okay. Okay, so that's it for that. I'm going to draw 2 here. Yeah, this is going to be my extra encounter card. So that's, I know that already, but I'll put it here. Okay, so, but now I'll be able to get those command teams out or other fun stuff. There's Dum Dum Dugan, who is great. I really like him as a character, and I like him in this game. This deck, he's not so great because you don't want to exhaust your shield stuff for his power, because you want to use them for their own effects. So maybe not the best in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, kind of a hand not really caring about it too much. Okay, so this is going to get 1. She's going to lose confused. Here's my second encounter card. Here's the first one. You are stunned, take 1 damage. Okay, so that's 1 damage. And stunned, again, I do not care about that at all. Oh, actually, I realized I should have lost my confused rather than thwarting there. So actually, I was able to fix that. And then Alter Ego gains Surge. Stun net, attach your identity. I cannot attack. Ooh, boo-hoo. I mean, she's just so great against this box in particular, but I can exhaust the character I control, discard this card. Any player may trigger this ability, which is a great card. It's really cool thematically. She's throwing a net on me, and I'm like, no problem. I'll just have this net on me, and I'll just keep talking through my wristwatch to all of my agents. So really not caring about that. Okay, so I'm stunned again. I don't really care. I'm just gonna like have a latte and call in my commands. It's really hilarious. Okay, so I am gonna exhaust to go get probably this one actually, the Bellerophone, because that's, unless I want to play, no. I'm just going to do that. That's going to almost complete my fleet, which is an actual fleet now. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I wanted to keep anything, I could, because I could exhaust any of these for organizational support. But I'm just going to kind of get the game rolling here because we're in the end game now, as Dr. Strange would say. We've got 3 missile counters, and already. It's a little bit wasteful to use this to knock her down, but I think we might end up doing that. So, Yeah, let's, because this will be 3, that's 4. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to have her use hers, and that's going to be, oh no, wait a minute. We're going to do this to do 3 damage. Let's start there. So that's going to bring her to 3. Damn it, 3 left. And then we're going to use the Douglas here to remove 2 threat per scheme. So that way she's a little more vulnerable. And then I'm going to have her do her attack, which is going to bring this down 2 more. And I can look at the encounter card. I can get rid of it if I want to. Well, that's just a boost of 2. We know what it is. Not that important. She's not really useful in this deck. I think she's a very interesting piece that can be used in a different deck. Okay, and then we'll have Nick Fury. We'll use his attack to take her out and go to stage 2. When revealed, place 2 threat on the main scheme, and she comes in with 16. Okay, no problems there. And then we're going to use this to give myself maybe an extra 1. I guess we'll do it here. And then I'm going to deal 5 damage to her. And I'm going to do this to give her a confused token. Okay, so looking pretty good. I don't think I actually use this, so she should be down. Did I do that? Oh, that's on top. No, I did not. So she's 2, 4. Yeah, maybe I did. All right, we'll leave it. Yeah, I think I must have. Okay, so we're gonna ready up. You can see that this game is that vulnerable moment is gone, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are now in complete control. Oh, here we go. All points bulletin. That's what we're going to use, and we're going to wreck her with that. Okay, so this is going to get now 2 threat. She's going to lose her confused, and we know that this is the card. So she's now going to get retaliate 1 after character control attacks. No preparation ability was resolved. Discard this card after resolving the retaliate keyword. Okay, so we don't really care. We're going to play. In fact, we're going to play this 1, 2 for all points bulletin, which is going to do, oh, it's a hero action. So let's go ahead and, yeah, let's flip up. And, well, maybe, yeah, let's just flip up. I don't know why I'm like thinking about this. Okay, so remove a threat from a scheme or deal damage for every support. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these 4 so we can attack, and then 5. For each support you control, deal a damage or remove a threat. All points bulletin. So now she can be attacked. I think I'll do this to deal 5 damage to an enemy. I will do this to deal 3 damage to an enemy. Okay. And and how do I get around this? Interesting. So let's have her attack here. And after character control attacks Black Widow, if no preparation card was resolved, discard this card. Okay, so we don't really care. But here is, we're going to do her forced interrupt for the first time. It's Shadows of the Past, so we don't have, this does not go off, and this would actually get discarded. She'd take 2 damage, and she'd be out of it. But it's okay, because she did her job, and Black Widow has been defeated. So, yeah, pretty good run here. I mean, you know, I still have this. I've still got this. I mean, looking pretty good. Well, hopefully that gave you a sense of how Black Widow, or Maria Hill plays. You know, again, super powerful, pretty fun to play, but not as interesting as her counterpart Nick Fury, which is the next one I'll play. So if you're interested, you can watch that as well. For now, I gotta roll.